I really love this whole idea of shifting mindset, and that really ties in with this podcast because it's, reframe and reset your career. It's trying to look at things in a different way. And I love this one line which I picked up. This is to prove I have read the book.
Or at least that one line.
Exactly. Where you say, I think one shift is from a linear path to one of agility and experimentation, because I think so many people have this, or they think their career should be very linear. But actually, I think going forward, you're going to have these very volatile movements because of these external factors. So yeah, I totally agree with this whole idea of mindset, that is so key, having the right mindset. Don't you think so, Diana?
Well, since you just quoted my book to me, of course I think so. But I'll do you one better, Harsha. I have, since the book came out, been running these sort of mastermind communities. And it's been so fun because it's based on the book, and people are kind of, working the program, the future-proof formula together and in a community. And one of the things that somebody said to me, who's head of the International Bank of Settlements here, he said, what you're really talking about is going from a career mindset to a value mindset. Like, what value am I providing? So instead of saying I'm an accountant and now I'm going to go into crypto, you're really like digging deep as to, beyond the functional, what kind of person are you and how does that add value to the situation that you're in? And I thought that was really useful, that idea of, and I like to think of it as the kaleidoscope or a mosaic where, once you add these new experiences and new self-awareness, that allows you to do different things and to sort of to add more value, be a new kind of picture of yourself.
No, totally agree. And I love this idea of these small experiments and getting these quick feedback so you can see the results. And I think that sort of ties quite nicely with technology, where you're doing these sprints, you're getting something out there, and then you're trying to figure out, does this work, doesn't it? Because I think sometimes investing huge amounts of time, maybe 6 months, 9 months, a year, and then saying, well, it doesn't work. Whereas, or like giving up your job and then going off to do something else, which may not work out. Do these sort of small experiments on the side and see how they work.
It's easier than ever for you to do those kind of experiments. So, you can, instead of deciding to launch a newsletter, you can start writing on Medium and get feedback in terms of whether or not people are interested. And I remember for myself, I loved my job that was in venture capital. And so at some point, I was invited to join incubator and angel investing fund. And I decided not to do it because it was going to basically mean sort of no money for a long period of time. And then if we were lucky, we'd get more back. And so I decided to just stay in my job and allocate a portion of my salary to investing in companies, and I went on the advisory board for them instead of joining them as a partner. And my whole goal was, is this something I like enough to do full time? And, all I lost was the money. In fact, I think almost all of it that I spent invested into the companies. There's still one that is out there. And what I found is that I didn't want to do it full time, and that I was fascinated by all the ideas of startups. But the whole way to make money is really, the financial aspect of it, the term sheets, the negotiation, the unemotional evaluation, for instance, of whether or not they had the total market size, enough total market size. And that stuff, I could do it, but it didn't jazz me. So now I write a lot about emerging tech, but I don't actually invest in it.